G'day, this is Captainoob and this is Paciencia, the unique hunting rifle offered by the Gunrunners DLC. So this thing is bought from Cliff Briscoe in Novak, but if he's killed then the Gunrunners Arsenal, the Gunrunners Vendertron will actually sell this to you. So it's pretty easy to get, it's really expensive though. So, going over this thing's differences with the standard hunting rifles, you get a little bit more zoom in, you get a little bit more durability as sort of, indicated by the condition of this thing. It looks a lot better than the standard hunting rifles. There's a lot less duct tape around the barrel. In fact, there's no duct tape around the barrel, and there's also a Mexican flag as a cheek rest on the stock there, which is pretty neat. You've also got a massive critical hit multiplier. You can hit as hard as a anti-material rifle when you get a crit, which is really good for a 308. That's punching above its weight. You also get increased damage too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kill some of these death claws. Now, being patient with this is probably the way to go because that's what it's called. So what we want to do here is wait for some of these death claws to crest the hill or get ourselves into a nice spot where we're able to sneak attack critical as many death claws as we can. Now, not being able to sneak attack critical in caution is probably going to allow us to only kill one. We've just got to make sure that is in fact a big scary death claw. We'll go ahead and take him out. Didn't get a headshot there, but we still managed to two-shot him there, which is pretty good. Now, as you can tell with the 3-round mags, it's a little bit disadvantageous to actually use this thing in direct combat. In fact, I'd imagine just using this to constantly sneak attack critical is the best way to use this thing. But as you can tell, when the death claws can't reach you and you can snipe at them and maybe hit their legs so they hobble around slower, then it's a good way to use this thing. We are loaded with the AP rounds just to make sure that these death claws aren't defeating our 308 rounds, which would be terrible if they do. Alright, we'll take these, we'll take it to him. It's only young death claw there, we should be able to take him out. Yes, sometimes when you don't get those critical hits, you do suffer from a little bit of low damage there, and I really shouldn't have taken those shots. So you didn't have the penetrator perk from Fallout 4 allowing you to shoot through bushes, like that's the hardest thing in the world to do. Okay, so even though our crosshairs are right on that death claw there, we seem to miss somehow. Maybe when moving this thing has more of a spread, but the wiki didn't say anything about that, so maybe that's just a gun mechanic that's in this game. Anyways, so we end up taking a few hits there, which is a shame, but whatever. We'll move on. And now we've got the drop on the next lot of death claws, so we'll try to be more patient this time and nail those headshots. Nope, never mind, we got spotted first. We'll try to take his head off regardless, or at least take out his legs so he has to hobble along. We get an easier shot at him. Now, death claws in this game, they like to move really, really fast, so compared to their Fallout 4 counterparts, they're a little bit harder to hit. Making sure you just stay true to your aim and hit those shots is a good idea to actually make the best use out of this thing. Now, only firing 308s at this speed and doing this much damage is actually a nice way to conserve ammo because you're actually doing a lot of damage for, you know, how much bullets you're actually firing. Say if you're using something like the 308 automatic rifle from the Dead Money DLC, we'd be going through 308s a lot faster, so in terms of ammo efficiency, which would be nice in survival mode too if you actually want to play it like this, which why would you, it's New Vegas, but yeah, it's a neat way to use your 308s there, as we get a nice sneak attack crit on that crouching death claw. It's good stuff. See if we can get some follow-ups on the younger death claws. His cronies don't seem to like that he's been shot, and why would they, because death claws are quite intelligent social creatures. Not as intelligent as the death claw, the talking death claws in Fallout 2. You get to see Frank Horrigan punch one of them and they explode. That's cool. I wish my character could do that. I want more Frank Horrigan. Bring back Frank Horrigan, please. He's a cool dude. Alright. Now we've got all the bad guys around us. The badass death claws if they were in Borderlands, which includes the mother and also the alpha male there. So with a crit on that mother, we absolutely decimated her. We're actually to get 2 out of 3 crits there, which is great. So the increased critical chance is very, very useful for us. Now, in terms of crowd control, obviously this thing is going to be pretty friggin' worthless. So luckily, we've got our advantage of outpathing bad New Vegas AI. So we can just go ahead and snipe at these Deathclaws all day, and getting those random criticals really helps us out. I'd imagine if this thing was in Fallout Fallout 4, sorry, which there's actually a mod that adds it there, it would be quite devastating with this sort of crit damage multiplier on it. I'm not sure if I'm actually hitting those Deathclaws. That's just a real shame that I'm not. But, oh, we went back into hidden for a second. That made me excited because I thought I was going to get more sneak attack criticals. Ah, we actually did get one. That's good. And another one? Did I just go back-to-back sneak attack criticals on Deathclaws? Ooh, what is this? Okay, so when they're all piled in like this, there's no need to be patient. Because, as you can tell, I'm probably going to hit something in there because they're all piled in like sardines there. It's generally what they like to do. They like to do a group hug when someone's attacking them where they can't reach. Okay. So we did get sucker punched by this one. He snuck up on us, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and immediately crit him. And then we'll try to draw the rest of them out there. I'm probably not in a good spot because there's Mummy just there. She's coming in for the jump, but I'm probably going to crit her twice. We can hope. Oh, we just knackered that Deathclaw mother. So long, Mummy. Alright, so where's the rest of these bastards? We'll kill that. I mean, there's the alpha male. He was over there somewhere. I don't see him. Ah, there he is. Hold still, alpha male. I want to take out these Deathclaws with being very impatient. Don't think we can hit him when he's behind that rock. There we go. There goes alpha male. There's still too many Deathclaws for me to target openly, so I'm just going to use this thing in VATS for a while because it's actually pretty good. Here comes Bullet of Death. That's a nice critical hit. And we'll go ahead and follow that up a little bit more with this. Okay, so far so good on that Deathclaw. And we actually got another crit there, which was nice, but wasn't enough to drop him entirely, so we'll just follow it up with a regular shot there. So, in terms of the power of this thing, it's actually really good. It's obviously not the most powerful sniper in the game, but it is a nice alternative to the big heavy anti-material rifle if you're not really a big fan of that weapon, and why wouldn't you be? That thing's awesome, but in terms of whether it's better, I'm not really sure. You could probably weigh up pros and cons, but at the end of the day, I'm probably going to use the anti-material rifle over this, especially since you can actually attach some of the Gunrunner's arsenal mods onto it. Surprise, Deathclaw comes in for the hug. He gets a nice little second punch in, but we're not going to let him get another. Yes, don't forget to reload. I like how New Vegas characters actually remember to reload sometimes. That's very useful. And we get a nice cinematic shot of that last Deathclaw being killed, because why would it activate in combat? And I think we are actually done with these Deathclaws here. So, if I was a little bit more patient and lined up my shot a little bit better, and I am saying that deliberately, if I was a little bit more Paciencia, I'd probably do well. Or a little bit better, but we seem to do well with outpathing our enemies and just sniping them off from a distance, which actually played into this weapon's strength very well. So we'll go ahead and take on some sort of monster now, maybe that giant Robo-Scorpion, because I need to give his ass a beating after not having the chance after using the K9000 Doggo gun, and also the Big Boomer. Those things weren't quite up to scratch. Righto, let's test our patience metal and see how we go against the F variant of the Robo-Scorpion of the giant variety. Now this guy's got a 30 damage threshold sort of stat, so even with the AP we are still losing out on quite a lot of damage, but as you can tell, when we nail those critical hits, and the first one was definitely a critical hit there, we do very, very well indeed. So we'll just position ourselves in a good spot where we can actually kill him and he can't kill us. Can we get those hits there? Yes, we can. So he's going to reposition now because we're in such a good spot. Good old New Vegas AI actually repositioning. Oh my god, he fucking slaughtered me. Alright, let's try that again. Don't forget the AP rounds and go into sneaky mode, and let's get some guaranteed crits on this fool. You can actually fire this thing pretty damn fast, all things considered, for a bolt action rifle, so that's pretty good. And since this guy is such a wide target, we probably won't ever miss. I really hope we can actually hit that target there. Yes, we can. So getting those crits is absolutely paramount. If we had something like overdrive like we do in Fallout 4, then I'd definitely pop it right now, because getting that extra 25% chance to critical hit is probably going to be invaluable for a weapon like Paciencia. Alright, so now that he's nice and close, he's probably going to decimate me again. Let's see if we can target his pincer there. Come on. Not his pincer, his big old tail. Come on. Oh, VATS in this game. It sucks. I prefer my VATS in Fallout 4, thank you. Alright, we'll try now. Quickly get the mag in, would ya? Nope. Come on. Can I use the buttons at all? Oh, I had it for a second. Fine, we'll not go for the stinger then. Fine, that's up to you. Come on, come on, come on. Fine, we'll just have to go for the torso then. I'm pretty sure that'll do fine, as long as we're nailing those critical hits, which we are. That's pretty good. Alright, so we'll just keep on shooting him until he dies. I think that's a good plan. Maybe we'll get his stinger without the use of VATS there. It'd be nice if we could actually target that in VATS. That's really stupid. Alright, only 76 hit points left, and there we go. So, Paciencia can really deal the damage to singular targets there, which is great. We absolutely decimated that dude. It took ages to beat that guy, even with the red glare, so with all these critical hits going on, you can do yourself very, very well there. Also, we could search him for a second. Did he have the try thing? No, why doesn't he have the thing that's... maybe that's a unique one, I'm not sure. Anyways, so I've already told you what you'd like to, or how you'd get this thing, but I'm going to tell you again. Cliff Briscoe, but that Vendatron over there if he has been killed for some reason. So yeah, pretty decent weapon. Gunrunner's Arsenal has put out some good stuff over the years, or over when it was released, and why isn't there a thing in Fallout 4 like this? Because Todd Howard says no. Thank you for watching, guys.